Happy Juneteenth, come on. Could you imagine when people told our ancestors that they had been free? Imagine their reaction. Imagine how they felt. Imagine how they felt to come out of bondage, to get away from their oppressors. Imagine. So today we need to exclaim for them, good morning. Happy Juneteenth. Yeah, this is a fabulous day. I just want to open, we're not going to be very long, but I just want to say that first of all, welcome to Harlem, those who are not from Harlem, but we're all from one place today. And today we're going to make history. And we got to keep on making history beyond today. What's most important, Juneteenth meant liberation for some of our ancestors. But there are things we need to be liberated from today. And we have to continue that struggle. We need to be liberated from mass incarceration. We have to be liberated from addiction, liberated from mental health issues. We have to be liberated from racism and discrimination. We still have these things to be liberated from, so the struggle continues. Juneteenth is not a time to get 50% off.
Talk about it.
Buy one, get one free.
Hello.
Okay, what else y'all do? Whatever. That's not what we're doing. This is about educating. This is about days of action. This is about advancing the culture, advancing the race. And that's what we have to do, and keep that in mind. So today we are very appreciative and grateful to be here today with each other. I want to thank the caucus. I want to thank Assembly Member Solange for working with our Governor Hochul to make sure that this day could be here and that we would have this historic moment when the Juneteenth and the Black Liberation flag are flown not only over the Adam Clayton Powell Jr. State Office Building, but 15 other state office buildings across New York State today. Okay? And that deserves a round of applause. And we're going to keep on pushing, because it's not just about flag raising and it's not just about today. We need to be teaching Black history in our classrooms regularly. Every grade. Black history is American history. And it needs to be taught, because my history empowers everybody. So that is what we have to strive toward doing. I'm gonna have Assembly Member Solange speak, and I want her to introduce the other Assembly members that are here today. Thank you so much. I want to recognize Miss Leona Shoemaker from the King Towers Housing Development. Very important, making history every day. I want to thank District Leader William Allen, who's on my staff, who made this day possible. He made it look pretty. And I want to thank all my other staff that's here today: Sabrina Ellis, Damaris Vasquez, Anthony Gray, all of you, Cecile Nadig. We just came from a big Juneteenth parade yesterday, and they worked, y'all. So to be out here this morning with us today, I'm very grateful. And again, happy Father's Day.
Good morning, everyone. Let's try to get happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Really, it's just an honor to be with you here today. My name is Assemblywoman Micaela Solange. I'm chair of the Black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Asian Caucus. I want to also thank the executive director of the caucus and all the members here today, because we didn't want to pass today without recognizing that Black power is American power, right?
Yes.
And that when we stand together and we stand tall, our country is stronger and united. When we talk about Freedom Day, we don't mean freedom for some. We don't mean a piece of freedom for those. We mean freedom for all. For all, right?
Yes, indeed.
Can I get amen? Right? And we're Sunday in church, right? Yeah. And it's so fitting that we're celebrating Juneteenth on Father's Day.
Yes.
Right? Because we know that Black men have been so disenfranchised in our communities. So I want to give a special recognition to the fathers here in our community. Thank you so much. Thank you to our fathers. And also our mothers. We love you. But Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday. So let's pay some homage to our fathers, right? But back onto Juneteenth. It's so important that we celebrate this day. And as the senator said, this day shouldn't be just about, savings. We shouldn't have major corporations like Walmart and others profiting off of our name, image, and likeness without giving us some of those proceeds. So we got to remind ourselves, we need to shop black, right?
Yes.
We need that, right? Shop black.
Yes.
We need to eat local and black-owned restaurants, right? We need to make sure that we're participating in our black advocacy, civil advocacy, making sure that we participate. Make sure that you go out and vote today. It's important. Early voting is here. Vote in masses. We just got to participate and be unified. We can't be crabs in a barrel. We have to be working together as one, united. It's so important because there are a lot of forces using our name, image, and likeness against us. They want to say, hey, we support black causes, but really they're profiting off of our names. And so we got to work together. We got to make sure that we're united as one. So today, doing this first ever historic black flag, pride liberation flag raising, it's a mouthful, right? It's really so important. It's so important that we get together and we unite and we bring up this flag. And this is the first year, but this won't be the last. And so, once again, thank you for all of you for being united here. Thank you to our colleagues, those who are here and who are not here. Enjoy Juneteenth, but remember, next year we have another celebration, but next year's going to be bigger, better, and we're going to be more galvanized and ready to go. So with that, I'm going to introduce some of my colleagues who are going to say some words, and then we're going to go on with the program first. So first, I'd like to invite Assemblywoman Chantel Jackson.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day. Happy Caribbean Heritage Day. Happy Pride Month. Like, we're going to say happy. Thank you, everyone, for being out here. My chair, Mikhail Salaj, said, buy black. I'm going to tell you to bank black. I'm going to tell you to invest black. Spend your time, your money, your energy with black businesses and black people. We have been disenfranchised for way too long. So we're grateful for all the things that are granted to us, all the things that we actually fought for, but we are continuing this fight. This is one day that our kids get to see a flag raising, but it can't just be here. We have to leave this place and use our black professionals. We have to leave this place and bank at our black banks. We have to leave this place and buy from our black people. That it can't just be this moment. And the other thing is that we have to educate black, like our senator is talking about. I was 23 years old when I found out what Juneteenth was. 23. Our education system has done nothing much for our black people. And so it is important that we push the issue, but also that we're teaching. And I didn't learn about Juneteenth until I went to Texas on a training, right? And so I had to come back and teach my daughter, who was at the time maybe 8 years old, what Juneteenth was. I felt ashamed, right? It wasn't my fault, but for the most part, I felt like as a black person, we all should know this. And I made it my business to continue to have the conversation. Now that my son is here, it won't be an issue of knowing of what Juneteenth was, because we're starting so early. So I thank everyone who pulled this day together. And if you remember anything from today, we are buying black, we are banking black, we are educating black, and we are moving in one black unit. Thank you.
All right.
Yes. And then I want to introduce my good brother here. He's always dressed well. My good brother came all the way from Queens. Assembly member Clyde Bennell. Look at TJ.
Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
First of all, it feels so good to be here to say that, to say Happy Juneteenth. We can't take this holiday for granted. We can't take this celebration for granted. This acknowledgement of this day. One of the things that's really important to tell folks is that knowledge and information is important.
Right. Yes.
This holiday, this event is about information. It's about knowledge. You believe that folk 2 years after slavery still didn't know that they were free because the withholding of information, the withholding of knowledge. Do you believe that still today we are still fighting to educate folks about black history in schools? The withholding of knowledge. Some folks said that they didn't know they're still slaves because they didn't know in their mind. Knowledge. Knowledge. That's what this day is about. So let's make sure that with Juneteenth and moving forward, we let our folk know who they are. Know whose shoulders we stand on. Know the power of who we are of our people. We have to also understand that moving forward, we have to make sure that we are who we're looking for. We must shop black. We must educate black. We must understand and not be afraid about it. Be unapologetic. I'm standing here with my members here who are not afraid to talk black in Albany. Not afraid, huh, Senator? Not afraid to make sure that we take care of our people, and we have to make sure that we need to control our communities, our businesses, our banks, our schools, and Juneteenth is showing us the importance of that and showing the importance of information. So I'm happy to be here standing with my colleagues together as we stand together in black unity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, y'all got the message. All right, you have instructions to follow. If you have one of these programs, if you don't have one, raise your hand because you should have one. Does everybody have one? You need one, Miss Shoemaker? She needs one. Okay. She has one? Oh, it's in the folder. Okay. If you turn that program over, because I'm not going to do this by myself. Don't even want to hear that. We are going to do this together, and we are going to sing the Negro National Anthem. I wish I had a better voice to lead it, but I'm going to lead it the way I can, okay?
And if anyone wants to lead, let us know.
Is there anyone who wants to volunteer before I start?
Right.
Speak now or forever. Okay, all right, come on. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. They sing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. I tried. Yes. Never do it again. More heartbeats. I love you.
Lot of spirit.
Thank you so much. We were supposed to have some speakers. Unfortunately, Professor Jamal Joseph had a medical emergency in his family that we could not foresee, and he could not be here today. But I think we can go forward and with the rest of the program because we have a dynamic young man here with us today. His name is Caden Jason Hurd. And let me tell y'all something. You better know him now because he's about to take over.
Okay.
So we're going to be the people who heard it first and knew him when. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
All right, give a hand for
All
Katie.
right now.
All right, Kaden.
We got to inspire
All
our
right,
youth.
Kaden.
Yes. Come on, Caden.
Yes,
do
we're
it.
excited
Who
to
you are and what you're going to do.
Hi, my name's Caden. I'm 8 years old, and today I'm going to be singing a poem that I wrote, and it's called Who Am I?
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
Turn around and face it.
Who am I? A child, a black male child, wanting to live but not afraid to die, wanting to make my ancestors proud. Who am I? Hope and faith. Hope to see a better world. Fighting for justice and peace. So tired, hope it will cease. Who am I? Faith that racism will be a thing of the past. No more police brutality. Let's change that mentality to reality. Who am I? Someone to change the track. No more black on black. That crime is whack. Who am I? Knowledge to understand that all my brothers and sisters did not have to die. They didn't commit any vicious crimes. They were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Who am I? Knowledge, power to speak out without a doubt. George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, Sean Bell, and Eric Garner. Do those names ring a bell? Who am I? Just a black male child, wanting justice and peace. Who am I? A black male child, hoping that it will cease. Who am I? A black male child, and that's who I am, a black male child.
Tell them again who wrote it.
Who wrote the
Tell
poem?
them again.
Oh my goodness.
I wrote it.
Wow.
Beautiful. Listen, who am I? Who are you? Who am I? Caden knows who he is. Make sure we all know who we are. Now he's going on to the Apollo Amateur Night. So he's gonna be up the block.
Okay.
When is it, Caden?
July 6th.
July 6th, all right? So we all going to be rooting for you, praying for you, sending all our best wishes your way, okay? And you know what? I'm going to tell you a forecast. I'm going to prophesy. You're a winner. You're a winner right now. You already won, okay? You have won because you know who you are. You know who you are. So I want to thank you. I'm just going to do these, we're going to close and then we're going to lift the flag, raise it up, everybody. And y'all are here making history today. And I want to acknowledge Issa Duff from African Spot Media who came out today, and Veronica Key who's out here today. You got to tell me the name, I'm sorry.
360 Media,
30
frames content provider.
30 frames content provider. Okay, that's why I don't remember it. But I thank you all for being.
I love you.
I thank you all for being out here today because you know what? We got to tell our own story. That's right. Okay, and we have a dwindling black press, and sometimes the story comes out the way it comes out because we're not the ones narrating.
That's right.
So we have to make sure that we strengthen our black media and black. Yes. read black press, buy black press. Yeah, we have to make sure that we are telling our story. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I would like to just again thank Governor Hochul because it is because of her that this is possible and that she agreed to get this done. We have gotten pushback in the past. We were not able to get it done, but she saw fit to have this done. This is the right thing, and we are appreciative that she did the right thing. And this is the right thing. This is what we deserve. This is what should have been. But we're glad that she had the vision and she had the courage and integrity to make it happen. So I'm very thankful today to Governor Hochul. And you know, I can't stop without saying this, everybody. Assemblywoman Salages touched on it, but y'all need to know this year there's another kind of history being made. We have 2 primaries this summer, 2 elections this summer, okay? And I want to tell y'all this because I need y'all to spread the word. You got to tell other people so they're not confused. Currently, we are in the early voting process for the election of governor, lieutenant governor, controller, U.S. Senate, New York State, U.S. Senate, New York State assembly member and state committee members. It normally would be Attorney General, but I understand she doesn't have a primary, so you won't see her name. You need to go out and vote. You can vote today if you want, because this is early voting. And June 28th is election day for that particular race, right? You can go out and vote today. Right now, early voting sites in Harlem are at 134th Street, at PS 175, and also at the Forum on 125th Street and Broadway. So take yourself over there and vote. Find out what your early voting site is and vote early. And there's another primary, okay? August 23rd. Now that's the tough one, because I know that's the last week. Go get a vacation. The last week before school really starts. But I'm asking you to make sure that you get out and vote on that day, because on that day, because of redistricting and the lawsuit that was filed, you will be voting on New York State senators and your U.S. congressperson. Okay, so those are important. Don't get twisted. Don't get turned around and mixed up. Whatever they do, we still gonna come out because we're smart like that.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And we can remember 2 dates. We can do June 28th, and we can show right back up on August 23rd.
That's right.
Okay, and we will. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you. You know, she's on fire, right? Yeah, no, this is important to us, too. You know, a lot of our family members are not with us today. A lot of our fathers are incarcerated and can't be with their families. But that doesn't make them not a father. And we wish them a happy Father's Day today. Incarcerated, those families that are without their dads, we hold you up, we lift you up, we love you, we pray for you. We pray for their return back home and their reentry into our communities. So we have not forgotten our people who are behind the wall. We wish them a happy Father's Day. I hope William's not leaving because we're about to do this. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Thank you. Please close out. Assembly member, if you wish.
I mean, the senator said it all, right? Ditto. You know? Give her a round of applause for emceeing this, right? And we always like to thank Harlem for its hospitality, always welcoming, this beautiful community. And so with that, you know, we're going to create history today, but this is just one point of history. We got to see you be a famous poet, right? Yeah, in the Smithsonian maybe? Yeah. But, you know, look, today is the first day, a big step in making sure that our communities are stronger, better, more active. And so I look forward to being alongside with you. On behalf of the caucus, thank you. Sure. Ready?
You gotta hold it tight. You come on.
Yes.
Ready?
You got it. Let's cheer them on.
June. Yes, indeed.
He's doing all the work.
Will it end?
Is it there?
It's there.